Hello there, you're with Newsround. Ore and Sonali, your hosts this evening.
All day today, we've been reporting the news that Elisabeth Sladen, star of Doctor Who and the Sarah Jane Adventures, has died.
Liz passed away yesterday after being ill with cancer, and you've been sending in hundreds of tributes to our website. Tonight, we'll be looking at your favourite memories from her shows.
And hearing from some of her co-stars.
There's definitely an empty attic in Ealing now. The TARDIS has got a little bit smaller.
Elisabeth Sladen, of course, played one of the most popular characters on CBBC and in Doctor Who's long telly history, Sarah Jane Smith.
All day, hundreds of you have been showing just how popular. We've had more than 2,000 messages saying how much you loved her character and her TV adventures.
Before we hear some of your thoughts on the news, here's Ricky with a look back at how Elisabeth became one of CBBC's best-loved stars.
Elisabeth Sladen, you know her best from the Sarah Jane Adventures.
I have been monitoring the news.
But for nearly 40 years, she's been entertaining not just you guys, but your mum, your dad, and probably your grandparents as well.
Have I that right?
To destroy the Daleks, you can't doubt it.
But I do.
It's nearly 40 years since she first appeared on Doctor Who. She starred as the Doctor's assistant for 3 series, but she was so popular, they kept inviting her back.
Please, Khan, not yet. The Doctor's still inside.
A few minutes, please.
In total, she acted alongside 6 Doctors, and then in 2007, she got her own show right here on CBBC.
What?
No one was surprised that the Sarah Jane Adventures became a massive hit. Her warmth and her humour made Elisabeth hugely popular with fans and everyone who worked with her. The creator of Doctor Who, Russell T Davies, said Elisabeth was cheeky, funny and clever. He also said that a lot of children would have needed a hug this morning after waking up to the news.
Bye, Doctor. Until the next time.
Don't forget me, Sarah Jane.
No one's ever going to forget you.
And here in the CBBC office, presenters have been remembering what it was like to work with her.
She was just so cool, wasn't she? You know, I think you'd want to fight aliens with her. I would quite happily follow her on any adventure she ever took.
There's definitely an empty attic in Ealing now. The TARDIS has got a little bit smaller, which is a bit upsetting.
Elizabeth died after being ill with cancer. Over the past few months, she'd begun filming the 5th series of the Sarah Jane Adventures, but we don't know yet whether the episodes will be shown.
Well, as we said earlier, hundreds of you took time to message us today with your best memories of Liz.
Here are just a few of the ones we've been putting up on the Newsround website. It's one of the biggest responses we've ever had.
It really is, yeah. 10-year-old Lindsay from Pathhead says, it's very sad about Elisabeth. My dad is also upset because he remembers when she was on Doctor Who.
Harry from Devon told us he wants to be an actor because of her character, Sarah Jane. And Caitlin from Swindon says, I miss you. You were great at acting. Your show was my favourite. Goodbye.
12-year-old Narusi from London agrees. She was a really good actor in Me and My Brother Minesh. Will really miss her.
8-year-old Lucy's favourite scene was the first time that she was on the Sarah Jane Adventures in the Bubble Shock Factory. Now, some of you might remember that one.
CBBC's Chris Johnson definitely does, I'm sure. Last word goes to 11-year-old Carl from Swansea, who says no one can or will replace her.
Well, we'll do our very best to put as many of your memories up on our site as we can. Thank you very much for getting in touch to tell us what you're going to miss.